Hello and welcome to my kitchen. The Scottish independence referendum has been a fascinating debate. We've seen the posterity of the Yes campaign against Project Fear or Better Together. One issue that has come up time and again is currency. If it's okay with you, I'm going to quickly explain and debunk Project Fear and their currency union. The Scottish Government's white paper put forward their preferred currency option as being a currency union with the rest of the UK. This wasn't the SNP's decision. This choice came from the Fiscal Commission, which included globally respected economists. After detailed analysis of the various options, the Fiscal Commission recommended that an independent Scotland should have a currency union with the rest of the UK. This view was backed up by Oliver Harvey from the Deutsche Bank, who described a Scotland rest of the UK sterling arrangement as an optimal currency area. When the white paper was released, there wasn't a murmur of opposition to a currency union until February and George Osborne and his flying visit to Edinburgh. He came up to tell us Scots that he would oppose a currency union between the rest of the UK and an independent Scotland if he was in power in 2015. This stance was reiterated by Better Together parties, with Ed Balls and Danny Alexander announcing that they agree with Osborne and would stand shoulder to shoulder with the Tories on this issue. The SNP claimed that this was bluster and bully, and even Labour MP Ian Davidson said that Osborne's visit was a presentational disaster. He said, "It looked as if it was some English Tory coming up to tell us what we could and couldn't do." Anyway, the Better Together parties have continued with this stance, but as time passes, the stance begins to look more and more ridiculous. An unnamed minister let the cat out of the bag and told the Guardian newspaper that of course it would be a currency union. The unnamed minister added, "Saying no to a currency union is obviously a vital part of the No campaign, but everything would change in negotiations if there was a yes vote." As well as the unnamed minister, with evidence from the Scottish Government which shows that not having a currency union between the rest of the UK and an independent Scotland will cost businesses in the rest of the UK £500 million in transaction costs. Let's think of the politics in this. Labour, the Lib Dems and the Tories have all proudly proclaimed that they are pro-business parties. Do we seriously believe that they will oppose a currency union and add an extra £500 million in costs to the business community? I don't think so. Westminster have no issue in running roughshod over local communities, but they kneel at the altar of the business community. I just can't see any of the Westminster political parties opposing a currency union and incurring £500 million extra costs to the businesses south of the border. The politics just don't add up, because a currency union is in the best interest of an independent Scotland and the rest of the UK. Gordon McIntyre Kent from Business from Scotland explains the benefits to the sterling area's balance of payments of having oil and energy and food and drink exports from Scotland's 40 billion in sterling is immense, and that without Scotland's export the pound would be in danger of tripping over the balance of payments cliff and could be subject to massive fluctuations in value. So there you have it. Those are my main reasons to believe that Scotland will have a currency union with the rest of the UK. 1. The unnamed minister admitting that the Westminster stance is nothing but a campaign trick. 2. Westminster parties will not do something that will incur £500 million in extra costs to the business community. They just won't. And 3. A currency union benefits the rest of the UK as much as it benefits an independent Scotland. Common sense dictates that there will be a currency union. All we need to do is vote yes and convince our friends, family and everybody else to vote yes too. Thank you. See ya.